Here's how you know you're dealing with an idol. Anything I cannot place on the altar. Anything you cannot place on the altar. Listen to me. Anything you cannot sacrifice is an idol. Here's my favorite question in church. Every church leader loves this question. But pastor, is it a sin though? But is it a sin? I just need you to answer my question. I just need to know, is it a sin? Let me tell you what's the most immature question you could ever ask. The most immature question you could ever ask is it a sin? Are you doing a relationship with God the same way you do your taxes? Just looking for loopholes? I mean, is it legal? Like, what's the bare minimum amount I got to pay so that the IRS don't come after me? That's called legalism. To try to establish a legal relationship when really God wants intimacy with you. Is it a sin? Terrible question. But I mean, Pastor Manny, like for real, not y'all, people I used to pastor. Y'all are perfect. Forward City, Columbia, come on. Yeah. But if y'all ever meet any of these people from North Carolina, you'll know how to relate to them, okay? But Pastor Manny, yo, for real, PM. Weed is from the earth. It's from the earth, though. It's organic. It's natural. God put it. It's got medicinal purposes. Is it really sin? I mean, come on. It's better than alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ever got into an accident because they was high. I'm not going to answer whether or not it's sin. That's a petty question. That's a legalistic question. That's an immature question. I'm going to say this. If you can't put it on the altar, it's an idol. I'm not here to tell you whether or not it's sin, but it ain't a big deal. Okay, it's not a big deal. Prove it. Put it on the altar. It ain't a big deal? Okay, don't. I believe you. It ain't a big deal. I'm going to take your word. It ain't a big deal. Then go ahead and sacrifice it. Since it's not a big deal, go ahead, kill it. Since it ain't a big deal, lay it down. Since it's such a small thing, go on and put it on the altar. I mean, you know what I'm saying? My wife don't like the fact that I got female friends because she's insecure. I mean, it ain't a big deal. I mean, they just my coworkers. Oh, it ain't a big deal? Okay, dope. It ain't a big deal, homie. Then put it on the altar. It ain't a big deal. I believe you. Okay, prove it. Prove it ain't a big deal. Prove that it's not a big deal by laying it down. That's how you prove that it's not a big deal. We don't prove that it's not a big deal by continuing to do it. You prove that it's not a big deal by sacrificing it. You know how I prove every January that food ain't a big deal? Food ain't a sin, but we prove that food don't got me by fasting and consecrating. God don't say thou shalt not eat. Nope. He says thou shalt not let food have me. So the way that I prove that it ain't a big deal is I fast. If you can't put it on the altar, that is a red flag that it's an idol. Is it a sin? I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not a Pharisee, can't tell you. Some of y'all, you'll catch that tomorrow. I'm not a teacher of the law. I can't tell you if it's a sin. I don't know. Here's what I can tell you. It's going to keep you stuck in a generational curse. Here's what I can tell you. It's not wise. Here's what I can tell you. It's going to jeopardize your witness. Here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you. It's expensive. Here's what I can tell you. Your grip on it is a Blue's Clue to me. Your grip on it is a blues clue to me that you can't let it go, and that means it's an idol. Here we go, number 3. Is this blessing anybody this morning? Good. So often we ask the wrong questions. Is it right? Is it right? Please. Calm down. There's so many better questions to ask. The first is it an idol?